76ers versus Hornets. Philly's red hot right now. Probably the hottest team in the NBA. They've won and covered 3 games in a row. Hornets aren't the greatest team, not that great of a team this year, but it's not like anyone had high expectations for the Hornets this year. They're 2-4, but their 2 wins were tough wins. So Charlotte versus Philly, let's make a pick. All right, so this line opened up Philadelphia -9, and this is one of the first NBA lines to open in most books last night. And as soon as it opened, somebody or a group of somebodies dropped a bomb on this game. They bet Philly heavy because the line moved from 9 to 9.5 before other lines had even opened, before most NBA games for tonight were even open. But anyway, here we are Monday morning. Line is still at 9.5 as of now, but check out what the money's doing now. Both the bets and the money favoring Charlotte now. Even some sharp money in on the Hornets. This is most likely because it's the second game of a doubleheader between these two teams. These two teams played on Saturday night. Philly scraped them. And statistically, if you go by the books, by like the handicapper's guide, if two teams play twice in a row, most likely they go 1-1 against the spread. Whatever team covers in the first game, you bet against them in the second game. Exhibit A, Miami and Milwaukee just last week. Doubleheader, they usually go 1-1. So how do these two teams match up on the court? Well, this is interesting. So the Charlotte Hornets are ranked last at defending the power forward position. Actually, the Charlotte Hornets against the 4 is 150th in the NBA. 30 teams, each team guards 5 positions, and Hornets against the 4 is dead last right now. Now it's still early, but I thought that was pretty impressive. Dead last. Whoever's playing the most minutes at the 4 against the Hornets is having the best game of their season so far, basically. Take the game Saturday night. Who plays the most minutes at the 4 for Philly? Tobias Harris. 24 points, 9 rebounds, 9 assists. He shot like 66% from the floor. Best game of his season. And that's kind of been the pattern. They can't stop the big slasher. So what's the pick here? Well, if I'm trying to give you the most professional advice, the true handicapper's advice, then the Hornets are the pick. This line should be about 7. It's at 9.5 now just because of how good Philly's looked recently. It's a doubleheader. All signs point to you should bet Charlotte. But I'm going to go ahead and go with Philly because they look like the best team in the NBA. In addition to the analytics, like the numbers handicappers go by, there's also the eye test. Like if you want to handicap NBA games, you also have to be a basketball fan and watch the games. And what I'm seeing from Philadelphia is they're the hottest team in the NBA right now. So I personally am going to bet Philly until they don't cover, which hopefully is another few games or at least one more. So I'm not going to fade the Sixers right now the way they're playing. So if you subscribe to this channel to learn how to handicap, to try to pick up on different patterns and how people do what they do, place the bets that they place, just know that the Hornets are probably the correct pick. But you got to use your eyes, man. You got to be a basketball fan. I'm taking Philadelphia -9.5. I think I might be able to get it at 9 and 8.5 before tip-off. Lock it in. If there are any changes, I will tweet it and I will share it to my Instagram story. So if you're going to follow this bet, make sure you check that out before you go ahead and place it.